The media is so amazing that numbers don't even matter. Let's take the Cowboys for instance. The Cowboys are classified as America's team because, they did a little something in the 90s. They talk about the Cowboys like they just found the gold mine. It doesn't matter, if the Cowboys win or the Cowboys lose. They will talk about the Cowboys. Now, if you're just, not paying attention, I believe the Cowboys have only won I want to say 3 games this year, but I know it's not more than 3. But the way that they talk about the Cowboys will make you believe that they are like a 6-win team right now, or even a 7 at best. But they are not. Like, all you have to do, honestly, all you have to do is just like put it out there that, this is what it is, and, forget the numbers. Like, the numbers don't matter. Women lie, men lie, but the numbers don't. Because let me say it like this. If I can tell you, or I can convince you that something is, this way, I don't want to bring it up, but I kind of do, because it kind of, fits perfectly. So, do you guys remember around the time, when George Floyd was killed? The media, that's the thing, made it seem like, this was happening to black people across the nation. And they made it seem like if you are to walk out of the house, as a, let me say black or brown, I don't even want to say black. They made it seem like if you was a brown or indigenous, colored person, that you would be attacked by the police, right? They really did this. Like, if somebody watching this in the future, like, you can look this up. So they showed this, pretty much every day. And then this is all that the media pushed. Was like, hey, this indigenous or brown man was killed by the police, or this indigenous or brown kid was killed by the police, or this indigenous brown person got killed by a cop. And they just kept like, but then what's so crazy, if you go and you look at the numbers, because men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't lie. Indigenous and brown people were not being killed the most. Like, Caucasian people were. Like, I don't know what else, like, they, when you look at the numbers, because, I can hear the stupidity already. But when you look at the numbers, Caucasian people were killed the most, and I want to say indigenous and brown people were killed like probably third. They were probably third on the list, but I would put the list up to show. But the way the media portrayed it was like brown and indigenous people. You couldn't walk outside, without being harassed by a cop. And they did, like, I'm telling you that they did such a great job, because I'm living at this time. I'm not living like in the best neighborhood, but I'm not living in the worst neighborhood. Like, it's not the neighborhood that I once came from, because over there, it's like the normal for me, where I am scared of the people who are around me, because I have a reason to be scared of the people around me. Like, I don't have a reason to be scared of a cop, because a cop isn't trying to rob me. A cop isn't trying to kill me, like, on the daily basis. Like, a cop isn't being envious or jealous of something that I don't have that they believe that I do. Like, that's not what's going on. Like, the things that I was facing, like, before, moving to, this average, like, neighborhood, I wasn't worried about the cop at all. But the way that they did it, like, was so, like, fucking perfect, that I became worried about the cop. Like, I went outside and I protested for what? Like, the media, let me tell you, even though I honestly didn't do anything, I was prepared. Like, the way the media was portraying it was like, you go outside, like, cops don't like brown indigenous people. So, you should be on high alert if you see a cop, because, a traffic stop could be the end of your life. Like, this is how well the media portrayed it. Like, you cannot walk. Like, you can't get pulled over, because that could be the end of your life. I forgot the guy's name, but I will put all this information out there. You cannot be pulled over by police, because they are going to kill you. You cannot walk home, because they will kill you. This is the Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. I think it's Breonna Taylor, who stayed on the south side of Fort Worth, like where I was, like, literally down the freeway from, like 7 minutes down the freeway from the south side of Fort Worth. Like, you can't even be in your own fucking house without being worried about a cop killing. Like, do you not know how? Do you not see how great that is? It's not great, but it is, because it is something, it's something, like, you can learn from, and you can take something from, and then you can use, like, for future, reference, whether you apply it in your own life, or whether you are like, hey, I've seen this before. The media did such a swell job, and, like, you can really apply them. Like, they did this so well. Like, they portray brown and indigenous people, like, in a victim state, like, so so well that, you know, a movement came out of it with Black Lives Matter, and then, you know, people protested out of it. Like, okay, in the streets, like when it came to protesting, um, they would put it on TV, but they wouldn't put like peaceful protest. They wouldn't be like, oh, you know, this peaceful protest, like the one that they had in Fort Worth, in downtown Fort Worth. That was a peaceful protest, and, you know, we walked a few blocks, and then, you know, a group broke off, and they was like, don't break off, because, you know, they want you to break off. And like, people were scared, like, for, you know, I'm telling you, they did this so well, and I'm gonna stop talking about it after this. But they did it so well. So, you know, when they portrayed it on TV, like they portrayed like every like fucked up protest. Like, oh, you know, if you are to go outside and you are to protest, then, you know, you're gonna get attacked by the police. And then they will show you like people outside protesting, and then, you know, them being attacked by police, or, you know, a riot breaking off, and then this turned into looting. People started looting this, and, you know, this is where it went wrong. Like, right here is where it went wrong, and you can blame the media for generating like this type of fear, but you also gotta hold, you know, the people who is outside accountable. Like, yes, the media made you feel like you were unsafe to go outside, that, you know, if you are to get stopped by a cop, that you know, this could be your last day on the earth. Like, honestly, I'm pretty sure that some people got pulled over by a cop and called their family crying because the media did such a great job. Like, but this is where it went wrong. Like, the protesting, you know, okay, that's cool. Go out there, and if you believe that, you know, brown and indigenous people are being targeted, go out there and protest. That is all fine. It went wrong when people started to rob businesses, and they wasn't robbing. Like, why on TV, if you notice, you didn't see nobody robbing like a Walmart, or you didn't see nobody robbing like a Target or a Best Buy or something like that. Like, when you seen it, you seen they was robbing mom and pop stores, right? Like, y'all are out here robbing small businesses. This is where you guys are wrong. If you hit the big businesses, like, that will cause more of a change than, you know, you robbing the mom and pop store. And I'm not telling you, you know, to go out there and rob, you know, this big business. No, don't do none of that, because, you know, your freedom is worth more than, you know, whatever is inside that store. But to the people who did, like, that's just wrong. Like, if you're gonna do it, like, go ahead and hit the Walmart, go ahead and hit the Target, hit the Best Buy, hit whatever, like, big businesses out there, because they can, more than likely, they have theirs insured, and they will just get theirs back. Like, no biggie. They gonna come out and be like, oh, you know, we lost X and X. or whatever, but then it's gonna be on the shelf the next day. Like, you hit the mom and pop store, it's not gonna recover, as quickly as it did. And then, this is when Antifa came in, and then, but yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about this. Come on. I'm gonna stop talking about this because I feel like this should die. Um, the most important part is that you guys do your research. Don't believe everything that you see on TV. Hell, it's so bad. Don't even believe like everything that you read. Like, if you don't believe everything that you read. Like, do your own, due diligence. Don't just go off like actually try to educate yourselves. Don't listen to Fox News, and then just base your information or your knowledge off Fox News and what they are telling you. Don't listen to Jim at the water cooler, and because he watches the news and you don't. Don't just take what he's saying and run with that, because you're still going to be misinformed. Like, the only way that you will never be misinformed is if you go out there and you do the work yourself and you find out like what's true and what's not to the best of your ability, because all the information not going to be there. All the information is never there. Even though it should be ready and available, like, to the people, the information should just be ready. And if you want the information, you can get the information. But that's not how it's going.